Today, I'm going to show you how you can master copy and paste within Procreate. There's so many different ways to do it. I'll show you some tips and tricks along the way. So let's get started. First, my illustration here, I have 2 layers. There's 4 sections, 4 ways or 4 areas where you can copy and paste from. You can copy and paste illustrations part of your page from the wrench icon. Right here, cut, copy, copy canvas, paste. From your layers, you can copy, fill layer, paste. From the selection tool, right here, copy and paste after you select what you need, or 3 fingers, and then you have your copy paste option quick toolbar. Cut, copy, copy all, duplicate, and so on. You can even copy and paste from one canvas, go back into gallery, open up something in a new canvas, and paste. How cool is that? So let's get started, and I'll show you how to do everything. First off, let's start off with our wrench icon. We have cut, copy, copy canvas, paste. To copy, it will automatically copy everything that's on your one layer. So on my one layer, I have each of these stamps. So if I tap copy, and then if I tap paste, I will have now 2 layers of the same because I pasted it. Let's delete that. If you tap on copy canvas, it will have copied everything in all the layers. So I'll hit paste, and it'll duplicate the entire canvas. So I had 2 layers, it copied the 2 layers. If you had 10, it would copy all the 10 and put it into 1. Let's delete that. So there you go, wrench icon. Let's scoot over to the selection tool. Here we have some fun options. So same idea, if you just, without selecting anything, and you just tap copy and paste, it will have selected and copy and pasted the layer that I was on. So I was on this layer, that's what it copied. If I was to be on the green layer, and I did this, it would have 2 green layers. And as you notice, whatever layer you are on, after you hit copy and paste, it inserts the image above. Not at the very top, just above the layer you have originally selected. So if I select this layer, copy paste, now a new image is inserted above the layer I originally selected to copy and paste. So let's delete our extras, my 2 layers right there. Back to the selection icon. We can also select specific parts of our illustration. So I'm on the layer of all the stamps, selection tool. You can use freehand, automatic, rectangle, or ellipse, depending what your illustration looks like. Because they're rectangular like, I'm just going to use a rectangle one. But as you can see, the rectangle is perfectly straight. It is selected. As you can see, where I drew out my rectangle, it is clear. Everywhere else is a little bit of a mask. I can then tap copy paste, and I have a new layer just with this one stamp. It has copy and pasted from the original image, and again, it's inserted just above the layer I originally selected. If you do not have a rectangle-like shape, let's delete that, and you have to go around, draw around, you want to tap freehand. You can zoom in, tap anywhere on the screen, so that's my starting point, and you can continually to draw around. And what you have to make sure that you end where you start. And now I can tap copy paste, and it will show up. If you are using freehand and you don't want to draw around by freehand because you want to take your time, you can pick up and drop your pen as you go. But where you start and stop, it'll draw a perfect line. So from this point to, if I tap my pen here, it'll be a perfect straight line. So you just need to be careful that you don't go too close to your image that way. If I made a mistake, obviously, I went over my image, just 2 fingers, to undo. And then you can keep going. So even if it's not perfectly straight, but I have to end up where I started, it will select everything around. So now I can tap copy paste, and same idea. There's my image that has been copied and pasted. Awesome. Same thing goes with automatic. We can tap and it will try to select. Sometimes if you tap and here's your threshold, it can select too many things or even your entire page. So just make sure that if you tap somewhere and it selects too much automatically, just bring down your threshold. So let me just undo. Okay, so I'm on automatic. I will tap here. It's selected everything perfectly. I don't need to adjust the threshold. So I will just tap, copy paste. And there we go. I have copied and pasted my love. Last one, ellipse, same idea. Mine are rectangular, so this won't work very well. But same idea with the rectangle. It will draw out an ellipse. And whatever is not selected within my ellipse will be cut. So if I hit copy paste, as you can see, the corners got cut off. But in some cases that might be needed, but just so you know, that's okay. It's a copy, it's a paste, we can just delete it. It's a great way to use the selection tool. Awesome. So we have copy and pasted using all of these. Let's go into our layer options. Our layer option, you can duplicate, just like so, and then you have a copy and a paste. You can tap on your layer, hit copy, but then again, it selects the entire page, the entire layer, tap again, and within this menu specifically, it does not have paste. So what you'd have to do is jump over to your wrench icon and paste. And then you have that pasted layer from your copied. You can also do the same thing by tapping copy, 3-finger swipe down, and paste. And the same thing will happen. And always the image goes above. So let's use our 3-finger swipe. 3 fingers, swipe down. We can cut the layer, copy all will be the same as our wrench icon, copy canvas. It will copy all the layers. Duplicate, same as we did in our layers, cut and paste, and paste. So maybe you copied something and now you just want to hit paste. So let's do copy all. It copied the entire canvas. 3 fingers, swipe down and paste. And now I have the entire canvas on one layer, both the green background and the stamps. If you just want your one layer copied and you're working away, hold on, X. You're working away on this layer, you're finished, but you want to change something or you need it in another canvas. You can copy, which will copy the layer, jump over into a new canvas. I only have one layer that's green, tap paste, and it will paste, just like so. A note to consider, this image is about 1,500 by 1,500. If I get a bigger canvas, for example, 3,000 by 3,000, this canvas is clearly larger than this one. If I tap here, 3 fingers, because I want to copy that first layer, copy, and I jump over to this canvas and tap paste, it will be a little bit smaller because we'll copy paste the exact dimensions. Something to consider and remember. So you might just need to tap on the transform tool and resize your image, depending what you're working on. Beautiful. One more trick and tip. If I select, make sure I'm on freehand, I'm on the correct layer. I have all these stamps on one layer. I need them on separate layers so that I can move them around more freely. So what I'll do, freehand, I will select each stamp and cut and paste. So I'm not deleting it, I'm just cutting it and then I'm pasting it because it's paste on a new layer. Cut, paste. So now this specific flower stamp is no longer on this layer, it is on its own layer. Same idea. Let's do the love one. Select it. Make sure I don't reach any of the other ones. Transform tool. Cut, paste. And it moves it to its own layer. Now it's all separated. So let's say I want these two stamps on another canvas, but I need them to stay separate. So what I can do is select both of these. Make sure they're selected. I now tap, hold, tap, hold, like I'm selecting them. I'm dragging them out. And see, it says +2. It looks like they disappeared. They'll be there when we come back. So I have two. Don't let go of the canvas with your finger. With your other hand, gallery. Let's open up a new canvas, and now I will just drop them in. And now on a new canvas, I have two layers with inserted, and they're separate, so I can still move them around if needed. If we go back to our canvas where we've selected those two, which is this one, they are still there. Even though it looked like we took them out of there, it just automatically copied them. And there's another thing on deselect. If you would like to copy and paste, let's delete this, within its specific layers within its own canvas, you can also drag them out, drop them within the same canvas, and then you'll have a duplicate. So you have 2 and 2. Beautiful. And that is all the tips and tricks that you need to know within Procreate about copying, pasting within the wrench icon, the selection icon within your layers, or using the quick menu bar, copy and paste. If you have any other questions regarding copy and paste, let me know and I'll make another video. See you soon.